Well, hello. Welcome to Let's Talk. Glad you could join me. This is one video that I've wanted to make for a while and just haven't had a chance to do it, and it kind of slipped my mind. And I got reinforced the other day, and it came to my mind, and I thought, this is the perfect time to do this. So, okay, here we go. I was out driving around and I hadn't seen a friend of mine for quite some time, and it'd probably been, at least probably 6 months or more. And when he looked at me, he goes, "Wow, you really have lost a lot of weight." And that was an eye opening experience for me because that was the first time that someone who hadn't seen me in a long time actually said it. And it kind of reinforces the feeling you get inside. But then as I drove home and I was thinking about what he had said, and to me, it's amazing to me that you have people that haven't seen you for a while can pick us up. But then the only thing that's really changed about me is my body. My mind's still the same. My cognitive that I think about is still the same. I'm the same person inside this body. It's just a lot less of it. So the topic I'm speaking about is, do we let weight change who we are, or do we change our body to fit the real person inside? That's a big question. And there's a lot of answers to it. And we can probably narrow it down to a few things, but actually, by rights, that's for each of us to decide. But I will tell you one thing personally, it should never do is change who you are. Because who you truly are inside is who you should be. When you do lose a lot of weight, don't let it change your perception of who you are. You should be the same person you were when you were heavy than when you weren't. You see what I'm saying now? I mean, honesty, you need to reach down in your soul and say, don't let this change me. Yeah, I feel good. I feel better. You're out doing things. Yeah, it's going to help your personality wise because you're not going to be so gloom and doom, all the time. But one thing it will do to you, it will lift your spirits and it will give you that hope and that feeling of, hey, this is me. This was me before, but now I'm feeling better about me, which then in turn makes you feel better toward other people. There's an old saying I used to hear a long, long time ago when I was a young child. If you want to make somebody feel better, just smile at them or make them laugh. Negative breeds negative, but positive will also do the other effect too. It'll help positive if you just keep doing positive things. Now, I know that seems a little odd and a little weird to talk about in this lifestyle change that we're doing. And if you're following along with me and you've just started, well, this is something you need to think about. I mean, you're doing this to lose weight, but you're also doing this for yourself as well. But then that also makes you feel good around with the other people around you. And looking back at what my friend said to me the other day, it really got me to thinking. Yeah, I changed on the outside, but inside I'm still the same person. And I want that to be. I do not want to change what's in the inside. The more that I think about all those changes, and you're afraid deep down inside, is this really going to change me? Is this going to make me somebody I'm not? Well, that's for you to decide. I know that there's a lot of ifs, ands, and buts about this, but you really need to put in perspective how this is going to help you. Don't let weight loss change you. Make it for the better. If it is something and you're negative, Turn it into a positive. Look at it like it's a positive. Make yourself be positive. Find something that adds enlightenment and enjoyment to your life, because that's what it's all about. I mean, it's totally up to you. You could sit in your own negative little world and feel down and depressed, and then that affects on your health, because that makes your health a lot worse than it really is. And you don't want to feel that way, and I know you don't want to feel that way. Just reach inside and say, I can do better. I go to bed at night and I close my eyes and I sit and think about all the things in my life that I'm thankful for. And being as my age right now, I'm 61, I'm lucky to be alive, really. The good Lord above has kept me on this earth, and I know there's a reason for it, but I haven't found it. Maybe it's this. Maybe it's to help somebody out there just like you. If I can help just one person out there overcome everything in their life, maybe it is you. Maybe it's something you need to think about. That would make my day to hear from you and say, hey, Rich, your talks have really helped me. And that's what I want. I want to help somebody out there. I don't care if it's one person only. That should be sufficient, because it's changed one life. That's it, one life. We can all look at the negative sides of life, and yeah, there are a lot of it. I mean, truthfully. We can look at the situation in the world and everything on around us, but we can't change the world. But we can change ourselves. Growing up as a child, I was the youngest of the family, and things used to get to me. My older siblings teased me and everything else, and I was always, as the old saying goes, the black sheep of the family. Well, sometimes you let it get to you, and I did. But I always succeeded at things they said I couldn't do. But then I sit there and let weight catch up with me. And I found out by truthfully thinking, this doesn't have to be. You succeeded at everything else you've tried in this world. Yeah. And I've failed at some, and I'm not saying I haven't, because I have. I've stumbled and fall. And most people don't know this. Most successful people in the world always make a mistake, but they get back up and keep trying. Because if you didn't, then you'd be that much of a failure. But when you give up, you neither win nor lose. It's just the way you play the game. But this isn't a game. This is your life. And I hope you understand that. And do it not for your wife or your children or anything else. Do it for you. Because you are important. You really are. Make that first step. And if you are on that journey and you're following along with me, congratulations. I'm very proud of you. You just keep it up. I know through this journey, if we can help one another, that's the best thing in the world. Because I want to help all the people I can for this. And like I said, if it's only one person, that's great. But I'd like to see a lot more of you. I don't take the weight loss shots. I just sit there and dedicated my life of how I'm going to lose weight, and it's working. And it's working tremendously. I have a wonderful doctor who has been absolutely wonderful to me and has encouraged me and is really amazing person. And I am so proud to have her as my physician. And one of these days I'll interview her and you can see her and how she has helped me. But just remember, this is a situation where you need to understand that weight loss isn't going to be something that you think, oh, I'll do it tomorrow or I'll do it next week. Why not today? Why wait till tomorrow when you can start today? It's not that hard. It really isn't. It's just willpower. You know, think in here. This is what it's all about. It's right here. Because if I mean, this is what it consists of. In here equals up here. Because this matters a lot. And you need to change it and make it better for yourself. Because that's all that matters is you and how you perceive yourself. Now, how much weight you want to lose, that's your choice. A little or a lot. I'm on a goal where I want to get down to where I used to be when I was fresh out of high school. I want to be that trim person. And I know I'm going to make it because I've made it this far. Because I started in April and I've been going nonstop and I haven't cheated. And I continue to strive forward every day. Like today, I got out and I was walking around and I was amazed at myself that I could do all this. And it really was amazing to me after I sit and thought about it too. Like I said, what my friend said to me the other day put more spring in my step, as so to speak. So how we do this and how we work ourselves to the mental capacity so we reach into our soul. And sometimes you have to shed a few tears and say, why do you do this to yourself? Food can't make you that happy. Love, peace, honor, joy. And I know I'm going to say it, but God Almighty helps us with that. But He also is there to help you too. So just remember, reach into your soul, look at it and say, here I am. I'm ready to do this. And if you are on it, just keep pushing away. Put that journal down. Make your journal and tell yourself, this is what I'm going to do. And you know what's amazing? If you keep writing a little bit about how your day went, and just if you have a computer or a laptop or something of that nature, jot it down real quick. And then here's a little assignment for you. After a month, go back and read some of your sayings. See where your low points and your high points are. And you'll be surprised as it progresses along 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. You'll see those change and there'll be more up here, more great days and stuff. And it'll work for you. Trust me. Talking and writing down your thoughts and stuff, I know it's kind of corny to say it, but there used to be a diary when the young girls had diaries. They would put down their hopes and feelings and thoughts. Well, this is a diary for yourself. And it's something to look back on. And who knows, maybe after you lose a bunch of weight and you get down to where you're at, maybe you can write a book and help somebody else. It's all depending on you. That's the whole point. You know, here on Let's Talk, it's not just about me, it's about you too. And I want you to understand that. It's something that you need to look forward and strive for each and every day. And I'm here for you. Just leave me a comment. I've been putting these videos up and I'm getting some views on it and people are watching them and I'm glad of that. But it isn't just about views. It's touching people's lives in the right way. And like I said, if I can help someone, just one person, make that change and a lasting change, then I've done my job. Because I'm doing it and I want you to come along and join me with it. Okay? I mean, that's all there is to it. Make the change in your mind and then in your heart, and you'll have the battle licked. It's that simple. As I always say, no matter how hard the struggle is, there's always hope. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. Click that little notification bell down there. And I'll see you again on Let's Talk. See you soon.